Hi everyone, welcome back to Wilde Reads. My name is Dave. Welcome back to another Ginwag. Now these Ginwags were, when I first launched them way back when this channel first started, I said these were going to be monthly, but I recently saw Simon's Cuppa and a Catch Up where he did mention that it was 2 months since he'd had a Cuppa and a Catch Up, and I thought, it's been 2 months since I've had a Ginwag. So what was originally intended to be monthly videos and monthly catch-ups with you all have turned into bi-monthly, because I haven't done one for 2 months. I haven't done one of these for 2 months. So basically, just to recap, because there are a few hundred of you that weren't around the last time that I did a Ginwag. So basically a Ginwag is my catch-up video. It's my chance to just chew the fat and just talk to you unscripted. Well, I don't script anything anyway, as you can probably tell, because I ramble a bit, and just have a nice gin and tonic. Today's gin, by the way, for those interested, if you're into gin, today's gin is Bloom, and it comes in this gorgeous bottle. So this is Bloom London Dry Gin. I might do a video about gin. If you'd like to see a video about gin, the history of gin, and why gin has become so trendy over recent years, then do let me know, because I'd love to do a video about gin. I might just do one anyway. Whether it gets watched or not, who knows. So I've got a few bits to catch up with you with. A quick catch up on what we've been up to over the last couple of months. In the last Ginwag, now this is, I'll get this bit over because it's a bit sad. In the last video, you may remember that I was talking about the fact that myself and Vicky were going to be going to Yorkshire quite a bit to look after Vicky's mother, who was going in hospital for an operation, quite a major operation. The sad news is that she did have the operation, but sadly she never pulled through the operation. It was a very sad time. Thank you for all those people that have been asking. I haven't been able to answer because we didn't want it going out on socials. So thank you for those that were asking after Vicky's mum, but sadly she passed away. She never regained consciousness from the operation, so it was a very sad time. We were up there when it happened. Everyone misses a hell of a lot. If you're wondering, Vicky's doing okay. Vicky's quite strong. So she's been holding up quite well. Obviously it's a very sad time, but Vicky's got a wonderful close-knit family, and they've all come together, and she's got brilliant sisters that have all clubbed together. This is going out on Easter Sunday, so happy Easter everyone. I know it seems strange saying happy Easter after giving you that bit of sad news. What I do want to mention is that our niece Alice is running the London Marathon this month. She's running for a charity that helps young adults and children with cancer. But since her nan's just died, Vicky's mum, she's also dedicated this race to the memory of Jenny, who was Vicky's mum. So what I will do, I will leave a link to the page. I'll flash a link up here, and also in the description box is Alice's Just Giving page. And she's raising money for children and young adults with cancer, and she's running in memory of her nan. If you'd like to check out Alice's page, please do. If you're feeling in a generous mood, please give what you can. It's for an absolutely wonderful cause, and Alice has been training so hard. Fingers crossed for her in this race. It's I couldn't do it. I couldn't run 26.2 miles in a marathon. That's a huge task. So good luck, Alice. Please check out her page. Again, I will link it down below in the description box. Right, other news. Obviously, with all that happening in February, I've had a bit of a poor reading month. You may remember I made a video on the Women's Prize. I made a video on the Women's Prize saying I was going to read the long list, and I still do plan to read the long list. I read Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine and absolutely loved it. If I could have given that book 6 stars, then I would. I absolutely adored that book, but I will tell you more about that in my wrap-up. But the downside is it gave me probably the biggest book hangover that and I didn't know really what a book hangover was until relatively recently, and Jen Campbell said to me, what you're suffering with is a book hangover. She told me this on Twitter, and then she pointed me in the direction of a video. So I will link that video down below. And it's basically what happens when you read a really good book and you can't get into another book until you've given it some time. This is what's happened. I read Eleanor Oliphant, and then I tried to read Sing Unburied Sing by Jasmine Wilde. Then I tried to read, which is a fantastic book by all accounts, but I just couldn't process anything. Then I tried to read the first Kate Atkinson book, Behind the Scenes at the Museum, which when I put it on Instagram, a lot of people were saying to me, that's a fantastic book. It's my favourite book ever. It's one of the greatest books written in the last 50 years. So I thought, oh, this would be a cracker. 100 pages in, I had to stop. I just couldn't process it. So I thought, what am I going to do? Now, I've suffered with these book hangovers before, or probably not quite to this level. So what I did, I've come away and I've started reading a little bit of non-fiction and a bit of poetry. I really want to get into poetry this year. I used to love reading poetry, and I don't really know enough about it, about the technicalities. And poetry's changed since I used to read it, because the trend nowadays is for, I think, what they call free verse, where it doesn't adhere to the old rules of poetry. It's just free. It's basically free verse. I don't know a better way of explaining it. So another thing I wanted to ask you is, if you've got any, and I've already got a couple from Jen Campbell, if you've got any booktuber recommendations who do poetry, then please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you've got any great poetry anthologies that you think I might like, then again, please let me know. I just want to soak up all this information about poetry. So that's what's been happening with my reading, i.e. not a lot. Hopefully next month will be a better month. I do have some channel news. The channel news is that from this month, or from today, Wilde Reads will be going to 3 videos a week, and these will be going out on a Sunday, a Tuesday and a Thursday. Now, the Sunday video, you may know, for those that keep an eye on my channel, I do this series called 6 New Books to Look Out For in the Certain Month. This will now be called 6 on Sunday, not Sex on Sunday. That's a video for the future, maybe. I'm joking. 6 on Sunday, and what I'm going to do every week, there'll be a different flavour to it every week. So one week will be literary fiction, the next week will be crime and thriller, the week after will be non-fiction, and it's basically, I love making these videos, and it's basically where I look through the book catalogues and the what's coming up soon in terms of new releases, and I just pick out half a dozen books just to highlight for you. They're the books that I would buy, so hopefully we've got similar tastes, which is hopefully why you subscribe to this channel. So I'm just going to rename that 6 on Sunday, and it'll be out every week on a Sunday evening. So now 3 videos a week coming from Wilde Reads. You may be thinking, really? We got to watch you even more? We don't have to. But yeah, 3 videos a week. I'm going to see how it goes. Also, and I may be taking on too much here, I may be spreading myself a little bit too thin, but we'll see how we go. wildereads.com is also going to launch, which is my blog. This is going to launch sometime during April, probably in the first part of April. So in the next week or so, in the next couple of weeks probably, because we've got the Yorkshire trip to sort out, and there's a few other bits and pieces I've got to sort out. But it's nearly ready to go. And what I'm going to use the blog for, primarily, it's essentially a book blog, Slurp Time. So it's going to be essentially a book blog, and I'm going to try to do a written review on everything I read. Single book reviews on BookTube, for some reason, don't seem to get watched that much. I don't really know why single book reviews don't go down that well. It's probably because there's only a certain number of people that that can really dig that book that you're talking about. In a written review, I just think it will go down better. So I'm going to use it for just general booky stuff and book reviews. So please give it a look, give it a read, let me know what you think. Well, there'll be spaces to answer, to comment on the blog. It's not going to be an all flashy, all singing, all dancing blog. It's going to be quite pared back and quite basic, because I just want to focus, rather than making it all glitzy, I just want to focus on the writing. And I did launch a blog several years ago, but didn't really keep it up, so hopefully this one will fare a little bit better. And it's something that I've wanted to do for a little while, even before I started this channel. So this channel won't be going anywhere. In fact, as I told you, it's increasing its output. 3 videos a week, new blog launch. Tell me about your poetry. What else have we got to talk about? We've spoken a little bit about gin. Talking about gin. So what's everyone else been up to? Please let me know. We're up to something crazy now, like 1,700 and something subscribers. I have difficulty processing it because I cannot believe that this channel has come on so quickly, and it's been going 8 months now, and the response that I've had to it has been nothing short of phenomenal, and I'm entirely grateful to every single one of you that respond to these videos and comment and like them and watch them. Thank you so much, it means a hell of a lot. And I'm back in the green chair where it all started. For those of you that haven't checked out my BookTube newbie tag from last July, it's worth a laugh. Everyone that watches this channel is on my little journey with me, or our journey, because we're all readers, we're all into books, because why would you be watching BookTube if you're not? So again, thank you all for supporting Wilde Reads. Check out the blog when it launches. I'll probably do a little launch video for it as well. Check out Alice's London Marathon page. Until the next time, I've rambled on for about 15 minutes. Please let me know what you've been up to, what you've been reading. What do you do when you have a book hangover? So let me know. Let me know what you've been up to. I'd love to know how everyone is. Hello to all the new people that have arrived since the last Ginwag. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Chin chin, everyone. Whatever you're doing this week, I'm still signing off in the old way. Whatever you're doing this week, enjoy your books. And I'll be back on Tuesday. The new day, Tuesday. Don't forget Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Whatever you're doing this week, enjoy your books. And I'll see you next time for another BookTube video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.